everything you've been through and everything you're going through has the power to become this incredible display of beauty.
From the rising of the sun, when the day has just begun, all creation sings a song of praise. And when the night is closing in, I will hide beneath your wings, and I will put my trust in you always.
Hey guys, Philippa Hanna here, and I am so excited after 2 long years of preparation and hard work to be bringing you guys my first ever worship album, Stained Glass Stories. The album is available for pre-order right now, so you can go straight to my web shop at philippahanna.com and get your signed copy of the CD. It will arrive with you before the release date on the 30th of July, which is great, and you can also go pre-save on Spotify. But I just wanted to take you guys into some of the intimate detail behind the album, where the songs came from, how the album came about, and what it means to me, what Stained Glass Stories really is all about. To give you guys the picture and some context, I'm gonna have to take you back about 2 years, which is where this all started. Joel and I were having a really tough time due to some issues going on in our family and in our church and in our personal life. We found that there were so many people in our inner circle divorcing, separating, family members having really difficult issues, and that was shortly followed by our church leadership changing completely. For me, this really rocked my faith. It was just so difficult, and I was just about to go to Nashville on this writing trip, had a bunch of sessions planned, was planning to write pop music and country and CCM, like the kind of songs I normally bring you guys. And I just walked into all of those writing rooms kind of broken and needing to talk and needing to figure these things out. We figured out together, myself, Joel, and some other writers, that the only way through this was to look up from the circumstances and completely focus on our relationship with God.
You give it all when I didn't deserve. I felt alive when you laid yours down. Some kind of hope when I opened my
It became clear that worship was my medicine. It was going to be my therapy, and it was going to be my way of working through it. What came out of that time was a selection of songs which actually kind of painted this picture and told this story of how God was bigger than these things. God was still good. He was still God.
And when it feels all hope is fading, and every question sits so high, and though my soul may feel forsaken, you still reign and you're still God. And though I can't see what's before me, I know that I can trust your heart. And this one truth will be my story. Yes, it will, that you still reign and you're still God.
I had to remember that all of my mistakes, all of my transgressions were dealt with by Jesus on the cross. And that gave me this new ability to deal with other people's mistakes and to understand the fallibility of every single person, whether they're a leader, whether they've been a believer their whole lives, or whether they're brand new to church and to faith.
So even in my guilt, you make me justified. I'll praise you from the depths. You're here time after time. You're always with me. Yes, you are.
These songs became like a toolbox for me of survival and reconnection, and lifting my eyes up to the hills rather than looking at the issues and the trials and challenges in front of me.
Stand against the odds, against the odds, against the odds, against
So I came back to the UK, met with Integrity, and it just seemed like there was this familyness, this kinship. So we decided to make this record. And I got to work with one of the best producers I have ever come across, just a fantastic young dude, Johnny Bird. And I spent a lot of time in Brighton just working on music down there with some incredible musicians. So why Stained Glass Stories? Well, right at the end of making this album, we were literally wrapping up the last pieces, and I had one last concert before this lockdown business began. I walked into this beautiful old church, thinking about what might happen because I'd heard whispers about this pandemic, and suddenly was just covered in a cascade of colour from these beautiful stained glass windows. It was kind of low sunshine and it was pouring in, and as I was walking through the church it was all over my arms, and I just found myself completely fascinated. So I started to talk to the curator, the kind of caretaker who was there opening the building for us, and I asked him, what's the history of this stained glass? Why is it there? What is the significance? Why has the church chosen coloured glass to decorate these incredible buildings? And he said, it's about storytelling. It exists to tell God's story. Way back when, before a lot of people could read the written word, when people had different languages and different tones and they came into these buildings, these windows were a way of telling people about the nature of God and who he is, the stories, what happened with him. And I was just overwhelmed by that metaphor. These glass windows were there to show people in the room who God is. That's what these songs are. That's what this collection of songs is. Little windows into my journey with God and the way I want to help people connect with God. And as God shines through these difficult things that have happened, my life has become illuminated by his grace. That's the incredible thing about God's grace, is that no matter what the situation is, whether it's a pandemic, a divorce, a miscarriage, when God shines his light through the situation, it becomes this beautiful explosion of light and life and colour, and it tells his story. It shows us who he is, and other people can benefit from it. Those stories can help set other people free and bring them healing and restoration. So that's the vision of this album. Stained Glass Stories is a collection of pictures, a collection of stories, which I hope you will really feel and see God's grace shining through. And just like stained glass windows, we all have a piece. Our piece of the puzzle brings together this big picture, just like we're all members of the body. We're also little fragments of this beautiful big picture of God's grace. It shines through your life, through your situations, your triumphs, your failures even. Everything you've been through and everything you're going through has the power to become this incredible display of beauty. So I so hope this album blesses you. I so appreciate you guys pre-ordering the CD from my website. Every sale helps me and Joel get through this time where we can't tour. You'll receive it signed to your door within a few days of your order. The album itself comes out on the 30th of July. There's another track coming out on Spotify on the 24th. Love you so much, guys. Thank you so much for your support. See you soon.